welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am that Simmer Chick. I am back with another upload, you guys. I'm keeping up on my promise. Like, I am going to deliver this content to you guys. I promise, okay? I am back today with another video, and this time we are ranking The Sims for packs, okay? Like, I get a lot of comments sometimes with people saying that they really want to play the game, or you see people in different sim groups and different spaces and they really want to play the game. They don't want to know where to start. So today is your day, you guys, to start, okay? This ranking of these packs are based upon my personal opinions. Okay, you guys can also do like separate research and watch several of these videos, read up on these packs to figure out what is going to be best for you and your style of gameplay. But as of right now, Sims packs are on sale. So today is your perfect opportunity to go ahead and buy you some packs that you are missing, or you basically thought about getting but you didn't want to get because you was waiting for them prices to drop. Because I know buying all these packs can like pretty much like add up. Before we get into today's video, I need you to go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the post notification bell so that you never miss an upload. So we're gonna get right back into it. So I'm not gonna be ranking these packs in any different specific orders, but just know that The Sims has 4 different kinds of packs. That is a expansion pack, there are game packs, there are stuff packs, and they are kits. Okay, I originally had all of these things in order, but didn't. It kind of went back into its own order, and that's fine. So we're just gonna go ahead and start ranking. Okay, so we are going to start off with placing. So I have, before we get into this, I have everything. The rank that I have is it worth the coin? Okay, which means you need this pack. Like, this pack is an absolute must for your game. You need this pack absolutely in your game. Then there's love it. Love it to me means it's basically for your personal use. Everyone has different packs that they love and they must have in their game. Okay, then it's gonna be like a just okay. It means that I have, like, you buy the pack for just like what the basic needs of the pack to add to the game, but it's just like just okay. And then there's gonna be packs that you buy but you could do without. Like, you touch them every once in a while, but it's like you can do without it. And then there's gonna be packs that is just like not worth a single coin. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the ranking. So we're gonna start off with cottage living, you guys. Okay, so let's talk about cottage living. So let me tell you, okay, one of the things that The Sims do that's really good is they come out with these advertisements for their new packs. Okay, whether it's a kid, stuff pack, expansion pack, game pack, or whatever, and they make the pack seem pretty lit. So when cottage living came out, it was something new. It was like, it was something that we didn't have in the game to add more gameplay. So I literally went and rushed to buy this pack. I was like, oh, this pack is gonna give me gameplay that I don't have. I'm gonna like use as like a southern thing. And then it was just like, okay, it was just like, it's not really my thing. So is it worth the coin? It's not. Okay, it's not a must need for gameplay. Okay, it's not a must need for gameplay, at least not in my game. It's not like a must have to me. It's not really added anything extra to my game besides just having another world to build in. And that's what I feel about a lot of the expansion packs or some of the game packs that add expansion, like add game worlds, is that you basically just invest in it for the game world, and that's for the world itself to be able to have places to put more plots down, have places for your Sims to travel. So I'm gonna put cottage living it's kind of for me like a just okay or can do without. But since I do feel like I can use the land in it, I'm gonna give it a just okay. So the next pack is the high school years, which it ain't been too long since that pack came out. Okay, so once again, high school years. It had this wonderful um, advertisement that came out, and it really made it seem like we was about to get like something that we never had before, which we should have known was just like totally bogus. Like we should have known that, but you know, we really thought this pack was gonna be given. Like this pack was gonna be top tier. I will say when it comes to the high school years pack, I do like the fact that we can have teams in the game that you know when they go off to school we can follow them. But I would have liked it if this pack basically did it for all ages, like not just your teens in the game. If it maybe did it for like you know the kids and you know the toddlers or whatever, you kind of just kind of like follow them for the day. The things that I do like with the pack is I do like being able to play with them in high school. I do like them having the option of having a dance. I do like the fact that they're a cheerleader. Is it worth the coin? Like, is it a must have in my game? Is it like a do or die without? It's something that it's not gonna go in. I could have done without per se, but if they never came out with the high school years, I don't think it would like it would have made a difference to me if that makes sense. But since it is out, I do love the gameplay, and I'm gonna put it in the love it. And so basically, it's worth the coin, but not the full price, if that makes sense. But I love it, and I like what I can get out of it. So I'm gonna put it in the love it. Next up, we have everyday clutter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just be honest right now. The clutter packs, which is the kits, to me they're not worth any coin. That's because I play with CC, and if you play with CC, you don't really need these packs. I will say this. If you are into downloading a lot of builds offline, which I've recently just started doing, where I just don't be wanting to have to decorate my Sims house, I like to just get a house off the gallery that's already basically done came laid out. And sometimes it requires to have some of these packs. So, like, when I got cottage living, I got the country living kit because someone had made this house and they used pieces from that. That's a perfect example. But just a realistic, if you don't have like if you don't really need that stuff, like it's not worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put not worth the coin to me, and that's to me. Like I said, if you know you may need these kits because you may play on a system that doesn't allow you to download CC, or you're just not into CC. Like a lot of people sometimes are just like the kits are like a scam and this that and the third. I don't really want to call them a scam, and the reason why is because you have to think about it. There's a lot of people that's in the Sims world that does not play with CC. They play on console or whatever, and they cannot download free CC. So therefore, these kits will come in here. I'm not gonna tell you like these kits do have a lot of great things that come with them. Now, even though I put country living over here is not worth the coin, I'm gonna put it over here. Can do without, because I bought that kit. And I'm not going to say it's not worth the coin, but I bought that kit to go along with cottage living. And that's because there's no possible way for me that I'm going to be building a house like this theme of cottage living. So anytime I get a house like for cottage living in that kind of like area and that kind of theme, it's going to come from the gallery, and I'm going to need country kitchen to go with it. But can I do without it? Absolutely. So up next we have let's kind of stick to, no, we're gonna do it in kind of order. So up next we have backyard. So backyard is your accessories. It's like your water slides, things to build the pool, anything, stuff like that in your backyard. If you like to add like a little fun to your backyard, and whatever, I would say it's worth the coin. For me, I'm gonna say it's just okay. I find myself now at the stages of where I play at with The Sims. I don't really use the water slides and stuff like that as much as I used to when I first started playing with these packs. So it kind of just got pushed over to the side. But it is a cool pack. It does add more realism to your backyard, and for that, it's gonna go into the just okay. So next we have bowling night. So bowling night is so backyard is a stuff pack, and so is bowling night. So bowling night. I'm gonna. I believe the skate. No, does skating come with bowling night, or is that get together? I'm gonna say this. Like, okay, so bowling night. Bowling night adds like a little realism to your game. Like if you are looking to have your Sims do something in particular, your teens, which now this pack kind of comes in a little bit more play. It's cool or whatever. I have played with it, but I really don't play with it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when I'm playing The Sims and I have my Sims like go out and do different things, bowling is definitely like not on the list for me. So I'm gonna put it's not I'm not gonna say it's not worth the coin because you can it does add something to your game, but I'm gonna say as of right now I could have done without it. That's where I stand with that. So then we have cats and dogs. Okay. So here's the thing about cats and dogs. Cats and dogs, having a pet in the Sims game can be pretty annoying. So cats and dogs is a game pack. And then you also have a stuff pack that goes with it, My First Pet. So we're gonna go ahead and probably put those two together because they go hand in hand together. So the cats and dogs basically, it adds this little world to the game as well, where you can have like a vet and all of this, and it has its own little town where the cats and dogs can go. And they have like a little park and stuff. So cats and dogs is definitely I love it. I don't want to say is it worth the coin. It's one of those packs that you buy after you buy everything that you absolutely need, in my opinion. Okay, so but I do say I love it, and I do say it is something that's necessary for your game to add realism. That doesn't mean that every time you make a family, your family needs to have a pet, because it could be a little bit, annoying playing with the pets. For me in particular, if I have a toddler in the house, there is going to be no pet. Pets and toddlers in the Sims game are just like two of the most annoying things. Like it's like both of them at the same time are begging for shit, and it's just like it's really annoying, especially the dogs. Like I have yet to actually play with like a cat or any other animal in the game. I've always just played with dogs, and dogs will be like, they're always hungry, they always have to go to the bathroom, and mind you, you literally can have like this whole backyard and they would not go to the bathroom, and it's just like so annoying. They run away after a while, and then you have to wait till they come back. It's just so annoying, but like it's part of the realism. So I'm gonna put that with the love it, and then of course the My First Pet. It gives you other options, like other kind of pets to add to the game, along with the accessories. So those two go hand in hand. Next up, my favorite pack. One of my favorite expansion packs is City Living. This also gives you the town of Shannon. I always pronounce it wrong. Shannon. Okay. Anyway, it gives you a city life, okay, where you have apartments, you can put nightlife, penthouses, everything, and I really love City Living because I like decorating apartments. Sometimes like the houses are nice, but it just be like too much space going on. The other good thing about have a city living, and the realism of your game is that your sims does not require to have a lot of money to like start off, so they can live in like these little apartments in the city, and it's just like basic rent, and it's like taking up your whole your whole little starting income that they give you or whatever to get furniture and buy the land and build up or whatever. So city living to me is a must have in my game to add that extra town. It's one of like I'm trying to like really not play in the city living town as much as I used to, but I always just find myself back into it. I don't know why. Like I just really love city living. It's just the fact that like it's just they have like the little food festivals. It's like little stands. People are like walking around in town a little bit more. It just to me, hands down, one of the best packs that the Sims 4 team has created. So that's gonna be worth the coin. The next up is Cool Kitchen, which is a stuff pack. It gives you like little cool appliances and different stuff like that, like an ice cream maker and different things. I'll be honest with you, you can do without it. I don't want to say it's not worth the coin, but you can do without it. Like I said, the not worth your coin means that it's an absolutely must. Like you really, really, to me, don't need it. If you play with CC, a lot of these packs you really don't need. But then there's these packs that it's like it's not worth the coin, which are the kits. Cool Kitchen is borderline a kit, but it adds different things to your game, like the ice cream machine and stuff like that, and just cool accessories to your game. So that's why I'm gonna put it in the could do without it. Next up is Dine Out. So Dine Out is another game pack. Dine Out doesn't have work. It doesn't have work. But it's a must have in my game. The reason why I say it's a must have, I love my Sims to have the options to go out to restaurants. I also like them to be able to own restaurants. So with Dine Out, it kind of just gives you the option to have different things in your game, such as like the rest, like a full blown restaurant, and it gives a lot of realism to the game, and you can own it and run it and make a profit off of it. Although it has its glitches where it takes forever for the food to come out, but I guess that's something that the Sims team, if they ever fix, they'll fix. If not, we're pretty much used to it. We just pretty much like it for gameplay, and I pretty much like having Dine Out. So I'm gonna put that in a worth every bit of your coin. Then there is the next pack is Discover University. This is also an expansion pack. Discover University. Okay, so here's the thing with Discover University. This is for your Sims to go away to college. Seems cool. They could live in a dorm. They could live a dorm life or whatever. But it's missing a lot of things, right? Just like high school years. Okay, so the thing is with high school years that kind of makes high school years actually fun is that, and once you download, okay, guys, keep in mind there's a lot of things with the Sims that are lacking, but there are models out there that make these mods that add gameplay, like take the game to the next level and give you everything that you were missing that should have been in these packs. So just like the high school years, it's another like realism game, like another pack where your Sim goes and it's in the third. But the difference between the two is that the high school pack is you can actually follow your Sim to class and spend the day with them at school, which gives you that gameplay that you are looking for. Like we're playing a game, right? We don't want everything to be a rabbit hole. The thing with university is I like the fact that the Sim can go away and live in a dormitory and participate in like the different activities on the campus in the community. But what I don't like is you can't follow them to school. Like I feel like that should have been a part of the game. Like you should have been able to follow them to school. Another thing is it's just so easy for the Sims to like flunk out of college. Like it's like ridiculous. Like if you don't play that Sims house, like say for instance you have 3 households in the same game, and one of the households the Sims are in school, when you come back they're like flunked out it requires so much to like play with them. But I do like having it to create my own little fantasy with the game, such as like sororities and stuff like that, which you would need another pack in order to, do that. We'll get to that later if you want to do like clubs and stuff. But I do like having, the realism of saying my sim is in school taking 1 or 2 classes or whatever, and then they still have to work, or they're doing this or the third. So for that, I'm gonna put it in the just okay spot. Up next, we have Dream Home and Decorator. You guys, this is another one of these packs that the Sims team marketed off like this was gonna be the best pack ever, and it came broken. It came broken. I remember starting my channel. I have yo, so I had been contemplating to start my channel, and I just needed to push like the jump start to start the channel. I was waiting on getting my gaming equipment or whatever. I was playing on a MacBook, and I was like, I knew I needed a gaming book to do this or whatever. And this game pack comes out, and I'm like, I'm gonna base my first LP around this pack, where the wife of the game, she's gonna be an interior designer, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna just follow along with this. It was not given. It was not given. Like, different things, and the thing was just broken. It was just too much. I do like some of the pieces they came with the gameplay or whatever, but it was just not it. It really was not it to me. I don't know. Like, to me, okay, Dream Home Decorator maybe should not have been its own pack. Maybe it should have been an added career to which we'll get to the next pack, which would be Get to Work. But I don't think, like, after like it came out and after we actually played it, like the way they made it seem how it was gonna be, it didn't need to be its own pack. Okay, maybe just like an update. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and put not worth the coin. Like, it's not, to me, it was not worth my coin. I bought it. The only thing that I possibly use, like the items that I use from that game pack, is one little thing that I use that I like from like the potpourri or something, whatever it's called. I use from this pack for like decoration in my Sims game. Other than that, I don't use a career. I don't do anything with Dream Home Decorator. So because I just talked about that and saying that I think that it needs to get added to Get to Work, I'm going to go ahead and review Get to Work next. So Get to Work basically gives you your Sims different careers. You can follow your Sims in some of the careers, and some of them you cannot follow. Some of them are rabbit holes. But I am going to say that Get to Work is absolutely worth it for your game. Sims does come with basic jobs, but this kind of gives your Sims more jobs, more opportunities. And keep in mind, I think that different packs have different things in them, and you are required to have other packs for certain stuff to work, if that makes sense. So, but Get to Work, I think it's worth every bit of your coin if you're looking for the realism in your game. If you're looking for your Sims to have a little bit more advanced careers, such as being a doctor, a lawyer, a cop, a science, different things. So, like I said, Dream Home Decorator should have been maybe an update. It should have been something that was added to Get to Work, because it to me, Dream Home Decorator adds nothing to the gameplay at all, but just a career. And it could have been a part of Get to Work. Like, it didn't need to be a separate pack. But for me, Get to Work is worth the coin. So up next is Eco Lifestyle. Eco Lifestyle is also an expansion pack. For me, I love Eco Lifestyle in the sense of I like the town that comes with the game. I like that it's apartments. I like that it looks a little rugged or whatever. And I kind of use it as an expansion of University, the town that you like, Bridechester and all that, when all that stuff is built at or whatever. And I do like certain things that come with it, like, if your Sims don't vote, the power, electricity goes out. But have I really like played eco lifestyle the way that it was supposed to be played? No. So for me, it was not worth the coin that I paid for. Well, I'm lying. I didn't pay full price for that. So it's one of those packs that I didn't get right away. But after seeing the reviews on it, I wanted it for the town and what it came with. So there's gonna be a lot of different things, like different expansion packs, stuff like that, that you basically only get for like certain items. So this is why this is good to watch videos on these rankings, or just go off and research each pack that the Sims has come out with, because everyone has a different style of playing. Like eco lifestyle, you can also play off the grid. Like your sim can be homeless and dig through the trash and make money off of recycling and stuff like that. So that is also cool. It's one of those packs that I have not really actually played it the way it should be played yet, because it's not my style of game playing. So pretty much my style of game playing is, I like to have the single sim. I like my sim to be single. I like my sim to live in the city. I like my sim to like just kind of enjoy life. Then I like them to meet somebody. Then I kind of like them to maybe get married and then have a baby and just kind of just like live this big fantasy life. That is basically how I play my Sims. Even with the rags to riches, like I use the town that came with eco lifestyle for my rags and riches LP, but I didn't actually use like what came with eco lifestyle to play, if that makes sense. But I am gonna say it's a love it. I do like having the town in my game, and I do utilize that part of the game a whole lot. And so I'm gonna say I love it and I need it. So up next is fitness. I don't know. I think that fitness for me is just gonna be, and I believe this is a game pack. Fitness for me is just gonna be like a just okay pack. Like I do have my Sims go to the gym, but is it like a all the time thing? No. If there wasn't an option for this pack, would I be missing it? Probably not. So, but I'm gonna say it's just okay, because certain Sims have certain aspirations that you do use from the fitness. I believe the fitness pack, does this come with like the basketball court thing or whatever? Nevertheless, I do have my Sims like work out in their house and their garage, stuff like that. Not necessarily the gym and stuff, but I do use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a just okay. So the next expansion fact is get famous, and for me, this is gonna be a worth every bit of coin. And I'm gonna tell you why. So the Get Famous pack, not only does it come with a career where you can follow your Sims, if you want your Sims to be like a famous actress or commercials or whatever, like the gameplay on Get Famous is excellent. It comes with that. Your Sim could be a vlogger. Your Sim could be into music. Like the to me, it's one of those packs where it's just like, when it comes to my career, that's like my favorite career to give my Sims. When it is like, give them the influencer career, and they have like these awards and they gain like fame. Like your Sim gains fame points and popularity points just for like talking to people, and can just get money easily. Like I absolutely love Get Famous. Like, okay, you could use Get to Work in your game or whatever, just to have like your Sims have like a basic career or whatever. But for me, like when it comes to all my Sims, like my main Sims, like I actually play all the time. Like for some reason, I always give them a career that comes with Get to Famous. Like I can't help it. Like I have to have my Sim be like some kind of like an influencer, some kind of like a vlogger, like something. And I really, really love the gameplay on this, with having your Sims be able to go and act and follow them. I really love that part of the pack. So I'm gonna say that is a worth every coin. So the next one is Get Together. So is this a worth every bit of a coin? I am going to say yes. You can start groups with your Sims. Your Sims can hang out, watch TV together, eat together. You can also start clubs. They can all go out together. So for me, this pack adds realism to the game. So for me, it's worth every coin. Some people may say they don't need it. I personally need get together. I don't really use the club thing anymore, but the club thing kind of works if you are doing like Discover University and you want to possibly have like sororities and fraternities and different clubs in your game. You can use that for that. But for me, get together, I just really like my Sims being able to hang out together and travel together. So that's what I use it for, and I form groups. Up next, okay, so before I get to like these right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with Jungle Adventure. So the reason why I bought Jungle Adventure is because this was the only spot they gave you the option for your Sims to go on vacation. I believe with the latest, like, I believe since if either it was the beginning of this year or last year, you can make any spot in the Sims. I think it was starting since last year. You can make any spot in the Sims a vacation spot. So I'm kind of just gonna go over like all of the spots that I think is kind of like vacation, like, okay. So that was what Jungle Gym was for. Um, as of right now, to me, where it stands, it is not worth the coin, and that is only because it is not needed anymore to do vacation. So we're just gonna go ahead and say Jungle Adventures is not worth the coin. So if it's full price, don't buy it. I know some people kind of just buy every pack. So if you're one of those people, that's fine, but don't get it as low as possible. Get it as cheap, dirt cheap as possible. It's not, you're never gonna actually play with it. I don't know, unless you like, I don't know. Let me stop saying you're never gonna absolutely play with it, because you never know, you might play with it. But for me, it's not worth it. Journey to Baltar, whatever the Star Wars pack, for me, absolutely not worth my coin. I'm not into Star Wars. I borderline thought getting it. I don't even own the pack. I'm gonna tell you that. I borderline thought about getting it to make like a fake Disney World, to make like that little Hollywood Studios, and it was like, I'm not gonna play with this. Not worth my money at all. Okay, so in terms of like the vacation things, right? So we have island living and we have snowy escape. So like I said, your Sims can go on vacation anywhere in the game, and this is what these two packs would be. It's not worth the coin in a sense of like you have to have this in your game or whatever. But if you want your Sims to kind of like go on vacation and kind of have like actual real locations, I'm gonna say Island Living is just okay. I rarely play with it. I just recently played with it in my Chronish LP when I had them kind of like go away. So it's like a just okay. I kind of revisit that pack like every once in a while, kind of just to like use it to like say my Sims is going to the beach or something. Other than that, I don't have people live there. I don't use any. I don't use it at all. I'm just gonna say it like that. Same thing for Snowy Escape. Snowy Escape is another one of those packs that I'm going to say I use for vacation needs. It's not really needed. Um, don't really think about it or whatever, but it's just for vacation stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the just okay. So up next, we have Kids Room. I'm going to say I play with CC, so it's not, I don't really use everything that comes with the pack. So I'm gonna say that it is just okay, but it is, I do use some of the features that come with it. So if you don't play with a lot of CC, kids rooms come with a lot of cool stuff that you can really use, and like different other like activities for your kids to play with. Um I don't play with a lot of kids. I kind of just like my Sims will have a kid, and before you know it, I make them into a teenager or a young adult. Like after a while, like I kind of just let them do their own thing in the game. But I do think that this pack is needed. But I'm gonna put it under the just okay. So up next is Laundry Day, and I'm gonna put that in the is it worth every coin? I'm gonna put it in the love it. I'm gonna put it the love it. I love it. I don't. It's not a must have in the game. Sometimes it is one of those. It's another one of those packs to me that can be a little annoying. Kind of just like toddlers and pets in the game. It's like if you put a hamper down in your game, best to believe every time your Sims change your outfit, that hamper is going to be full with dirty clothes and you're going to have to do laundry. But I do like that it adds the realism to the game, and that's something that I really like my Sims house, like the main one that I'm playing in, absolutely has to have a wash and dry in it, even though it's just as annoying as it can be, has to have a wash and dryer. So up next is luxury party. For me, I downloaded luxury party to have for like weddings and different things. So just specific items. I'm gonna say that you can do without luxury party only because you, like I said, you can download CC and different things. I've only downloaded luxury party. I'm be honest with you, there was a wedding venue that I saw on YouTube be made, and I just needed the certain packs to complete that venue. I don't use anything that much from luxury party. I think the only thing that I use is the table that has like the little buffet on it, which you don't need that. You could download CC, and then the I believe like the fruit punch thing, so you don't need that as well. Like you can download CC for that as well, probably. So the next thing is the Moschino pack, and I'm gonna say the Moschino pack to me is worth every bit of a coin. It's a small pack. It's not like a huge pack that's gonna add like this wow factor to your game. But for me, it's worth every coin, because I like to take pictures. It comes with the stand that you can put the camera on, so you can kind of like place it wherever and take photographs and stuff like that. You can. It also gives you Sims like different poses and stuff with the pack. If you into like making photography studios, this is the pack. So this is why I have Moschino pack. To me, is worth every coin because I like taking photographs. You know, if you're into poses or whatever, this pack is also like perfect for that. And when I mean that, you can take pictures to post on your wall, stuff like that. So even though like now there is a mod where you are not required to have Moschino pack to take, like, I mean, you didn't really need it before neither, but your sim would have to be placed in a certain like area to take photos. So it's better when there's you could put the camera on something. But there is a new. I did a video on it a couple of months ago about Ravishing's. I forgot the name of it, but they have their own camera, which is really good if you're like into like making family photos or whatever. But I still say you need a Moschino pack. You need them for the thing to put the camera, the tripod alone. You need a Moschino pack, and that's why it's worth every coin. So up next is movie hangout. I'm gonna say movie hangout is just okay if you're into like having theaters in your Sims game or your Sims watching a movie together. This would be the pack. I was gonna put it in a just okay, but now I'm gonna say I can do without it. I don't really use it as often as I should use it, and so I'm gonna say I can do without it. It's one of those things that like when you see it at first, you're like, oh, I need that pack, and then you realize you don't need it. So I'm gonna put that there. Up next is my wedding story. Another one of these packs that the Sims marketing team hands down sold us on. I really cannot review this pack and say it's not worth the coin. That's because I haven't played with the pack yet. I've downloaded the pack, but I have not played with the pack yet. I do, however, want to play with the pack because I love the town that came with the pack. But I have not played with the pack, so I really can't even give you my honest opinion on it in terms of what comes with the wedding. But what I am going to say is I can do without it for right now because I don't use it, which means that I can pretty much have no use for it right now because I'm not using it. So I can do without it for right now because I haven't even played it yet, and I can't say that it's not worth the coin because it clearly was worth the coin because I bought it. But right now, I can't say it's not worth the coin. Like, and to tell you absolutely don't buy it because I haven't played it yet. So I don't want to discourage you from buying it. But as of right now, I can do without it, if that makes sense, because I haven't even really touched it, like dig dived into what the pack offers. So up next is Nifty Knitting. I didn't buy that pack. I'm gonna be honest with you. I say it's not worth the coin. I'm not the type to have my Sims making stuff. I know that you can like do it, have your Sims open up a store, they can sell the items that they make. It's just not me. Not my thing. Never gonna be interested in it. So it's gonna go right there in the not worth the coin. Next thing is outdoor retreat. So outdoor retreat comes, it's pretty much for like camping and campfires and stuff like that or whatever. I do use the coolers that come with that. I know they come with like sleeping bags or whatever. I'm It's another one of these packs that I haven't really dived into. I'm gonna put it with I can do without, because since it's like I have the pack and I'm not using it, so I basically could have done without this pack. Okay, so next thing is Paranoia. I'm gonna put that in not worth the coin. It's not my thing at all. Didn't interest me at all. I'm gonna put that in a not worth the coin. Like, so a lot of times, if the pack doesn't even come with a town or something like that, I'm I don't even consider it. Like, there may be things that is not necessarily, I know I'm not going to play with, but it comes with a town. And if it comes with a town, I'm going to use that town, because eventually you got to have places to put your Sims and different places that they want to be at. So that's a lot of the times my decision factor into buying something. But this one, it was a no. Parenthood for me is a worth every coin. If you have kids in your games, it allows you to set rules. It allows you to ground them. It adds activity to your game, such as like doing a project with your kid in school and screaming at them and giving them a curfew. And I think can you give them an allowance, or is that a mod? But anyway, it adds that realism when it comes to parenthood to the game, and it adds a little bit more toys and different things for your child in the game. So I'm going to say that is a worth the coin. It adds the realism. So up next is Perfect Patio. I'm going to put that in the just okay. This was something that I only downloaded to get like hot tubs and extra things in my game, and also a patio. With CC or whatever, you kind of don't really need it. So you know what? I'm going to take this back. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the I can do without. I believe Perfect Patio is a stuff pack. Yeah, I'm going to add that to I can do without, because I bought it for the purpose of having outside furniture, and I use it sometimes, like if I'm downloading a house off the gallery, but it's another one of those packs where I can kind of get CC for free. Next thing is Realm of Magic. It's another one of these packs that I can do without. I'm not into my Sims being into magic, casting spells, or whatever. Maybe possibly in the future. I have not even really used this pack. I haven't used this pack at all. Like, at all. I just got it for the town, so I'm going to go over here. I can do without. It probably was on sale, and that's why I bought it. That's how you end up with a lot of your packs. Like, whenever there's like a huge sale, there's a bundle deal or something like that, you'll buy stuff. Next thing, this is another stuff pack. This is the Romantic Garden. I think I only bought this pack for like the rose bush in the back or something like that for pictures. This was not worth the coin. I don't use this pack. Not one single item in that pack that I use. So it definitely was not worth the coin. Up next is Seasons. I'm gonna say Seasons is, I'm gonna put it under love it. The things that I like about Seasons is like I said, it's adding the realism to your game. It also gives a calendar to your Sims, where it adds, like, you can make up your own holidays and how you want it, but it also comes with like set holidays and different things. And then it just has the weather within the game. So that is what I like about it. You'll notice, like, in terms of like base game, you'll see it like the seasons lined up at the top, but your Sims are not going to randomly change into those outfits because without seasons, they have no reason to change into the outfit because everything is based upon what the current temperature is outside. So seasons adds the rain, the snow, the fall, the cold. It adds Thanksgiving. It adds Christmas. It adds like, even though they don't call these holidays the actual holidays that we may call them, but you can rename them and you can make your own holidays. Like I said, you can add birthdays. You can make events and invite people. So seasons is I love. You know, I'm gonna change seasons to worth the coin because it just adds so much to the game that the game really needs. Like this is what. So to me, like everything in worth the coin makes the Sims game like actual super realistic. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably change cats and dogs to that as well because added the pets to it. Laundry day, no, because you can kind of add like a fake laundry machine to your game, and no, you can say your Sims did laundry and don't really need it. You know, and in high school years, it's just to give you that ability to have your Sims be able to follow your Sims into town when they go to school, but you don't need it because they still have the rabbit hole. Up next is Spa Day. I'm gonna say that I kind of like Spa Day. Like I really like my Sims going to the spa with the new being able to get their nails and toes done. Like I like Spa Day. So like Spa Day has like yoga classes. They can do saunas. They can do they can do massages. So I really like that too as well for like vacations. So you have your Sims like go to the spas if you're having like a little what can I say, like a bachelorette party or something like that. Spa day to me comes in clutch for that, and you can actually own your own spa as well in the game. I believe, I think, don't quote me. So up next is Spooky. I think Spooky is good if you're playing with Halloween. I'm gonna put it in the just okay option. In terms of like you can add like a fake date on your calendar as Halloween. You don't really need Spooky. You can download CC for that. So I'm just gonna put that in the just okay for that. Strangeville is another one of these things that I only downloaded for the town. Haven't played the pack, so I can kind of like do without it. Throwback Fit is another kit. I'm gonna put it in the not worth your coin. Tiny Living, I actually love it. Tiny Living adds these little small houses to the game. That it's really cool. Not just small houses, but like little restaurants, stuff like that, and too. But it gives them just like enough furniture to be able to live in these tiny little spaces, which is really cool when you have a sim that does not have a lot of money and it's just basically starting out. So Tiny Living, I'm gonna put in love it. Toddler, I like Toddler. You have the ability for your toddlers to put that in love it. To meet other toddlers in the game. It gives them more toys. It gives them more things to like advance their skills in the game. I don't want to say like it's worth the coin. Like it's not needed necessarily right away. But I do love it. It does add to your gameplay. And it's one of those packs that once you get your main packs that you need in your game, that you want to give that realism to your game, to me, Toddler would be something that you would go and buy next. Then also the vampires. I only bought vampires, I believe, for the town. To me, I can do without. The most annoying thing about vampires is that they just be randomly like come. I can't. So yeah, I don't know why I have it. Another one is werewolves. I'm gonna say not worth the coin. I know some people bought it, played with it, love it. Not for me. I'm never ever ever going to play with werewolves. Ever, ever, ever. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't want to see random werewolves popping up in my game like it happened with vampires. So this is why vampires is I can do without. But I wish that I did not buy vampires. But werewolves, never, ever, ever buying it. Next thing is vintage glam. It does come with a butler. Only reason I bought vintage glam is because it was certain like furniture pieces that I bought that was like CC that required to have this pack. If it wasn't for that, I could have done without. I don't use that pack. And then this is the backyard. It's the same thing, so we don't need to put that there again. I'm just gonna put that right up here. So this is basically my ratings. So everything, as you can see here, for the most part, everything that is in not worth your coin is the kits. Like I said, the kits is, if you play with CC, kits are not needed. Kits are not needed at all. You don't need to buy kits unless you are really like, there's a specific build in the gallery that you want, and you buy it. It's whatever. Other than that, it's not needed in your game. But yeah, this is my ranking. These are like, up here is my must. Like if I could not, like if I had to start my Sims journey all over again, these top here would be what I need. So city living, dine out, get to work, get famous, get together, Mexico, parenthood, seasons, and cats and dogs would be my absolutely must that I need to play with my game, which to me. And then after that would be the love it. The high school years, my first pet, eco style, lifestyle, laundry, day spa, day, tiny living, and toddler. So everything in worth the coin would be my must, and love it would be what I would buy immediately after. Once I get my absolutely needed, these next packs will come, and everything else, like the just okays, is like, I use them but don't really use them. Like I kind of dibble and dabble in them every once in a while. I don't really completely use them for what they for, but they add to my game. But everything after just okay, can do without, not worth the coin, baby. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't, like I said, the my wedding stories, I can't honestly give you 100% opinion on the my wedding stories because I haven't even played with it yet. But pretty much everything else, I don't use it. I don't use it at all. Like I bought Country Kitchen just to download a house in Cottage Living. Haven't touched it again. Like I said, Realms of Magic, Strangeville, Vampires. I bought those to just have towns. I'm gonna switch my wedding stories to just okay because I could see myself. I'm gonna actually use that town. I'm gonna actually use that town to play something. I just have not figured out one I wanted to use. Like I have to actually sit down and really go through it. But I know I'm gonna use it, so I'm gonna put that in just okay. But can do without and not worth the coin, baby. Yeah, that's it. So if you like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment below and tell me your faves. Like if your list is different than mine, go ahead and tell me like what would be worth your coin. Go ahead and like interact in the chat. There's people that are brand new to the Sims world, believe it or not, or there's people that are just now like trying to figure out what's their next pack to add and they don't know what to add. So go ahead and comment below your choices below, because the Sims community, we need to help one another and let everybody know what it is out there before they like waste their coin on something. Like you need to give them the honest opinion, and find out what it is that they're looking for and what they're what they need and desire of these game packs. But yeah. Oh, and if you have any other ideas of any other type of content that I should do, go ahead and comment that below too. But yeah, like always, peace.
I would like to get to know if it could be